everybody, it's me Stacey here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Hi everybody, hello. Welcome to today's Saturday with Stacey YouTube craft class number 656. I know, 656 Saturdays we have spent together. Holy smokes artichokes. Soon we will be counting down to 700 Saturdays. Holy smokes. Now, welcome everybody. Hey everybody. If people are just joining in, we have a live chat going on right now. If you're watching this during the premiere of my Saturday classes, that's 8 a.m. sunny California time, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, and 4 p.m. in the United Kingdom. So we are live chatting during the premiere. You may see a live chat over here or over here, down below. It just depends upon what kind of device you're on. And if you're new to my channel, well, don't be shy. Say hello in the live chat. Tell us who you are. Tell us where you're from. And I promise you, somebody is going to say hello back to you. They just will. The SMS community, the Scrapbooking Made Simple community, is so kind and so welcoming and is always looking forward to meeting a new crafty peep. So, this is a full-length technique-based class. It is commercial-free until I retire. There's like an asterisk, until I retire, because the minute I retire, I'm monetizing everything I have. If it makes an extra $1,000 a month for me in my retirement, I'm gonna take it. But until then, I keep my classes commercial-free because, well, I think that's the right thing to do. I know some people think I'm crazy to not monetize, and maybe I'll start monetizing like some of my really old classes just so I learn how to do it. But until then, we're commercial free, technique based, and full length. I have so much for you today. We are going to take some products and Staceyfy them. Staceyfy. So I'm going to change them up a little bit, and I'm going to introduce you to a new company and new products you may never have heard of before. I have got favorites that you love near and dear to your heart, and just a whole bunch of fun. This really is a class that is suited for everybody. Whether you be a new crafter newbie and you're just starting, or you've been doing this forever, because what I'm going to be Staceyfying can also be left just the way it is. So it just depends upon how much you want to play, how much you want to experiment and tinker with, and I leave that up to you. We start the class at the beginning and we end the class at the end. So I show everything. The class is not pre-prepped, it is not edited, it is not scripted. Whatever happens, happens. So for all intents and purposes, this is a live class. And the only reason why I pre-record is so that I can live chat with all of you during the class. I am not good enough to be focused on what I'm doing, looking over at my phone, trying to read what the comments are, and then answer your questions. So I do pre-record my classes the night before. Hey, it's Friday. Friday night. You'll see this Saturday morning. And I just hope you have a great time. I really love what I have for you today. And there's definitely a story behind it. There's always a story behind it. Now, before we get there, we have winner, chicken dinner to talk about. At Scrapbooking Made Simple, we give you 3 chances every week to be a winner here. First off, there is a sneak peek of this class. So Friday night, right before I sit down to film, Friday night, I do a sneak peek, and then I post it on Instagram and on YouTube and on Facebook. You have to post your comment on the YouTube channel on the short, but I show you everything, and then I say, what do you want to win? You may be a lucky winner. Now, I've already picked the prizes, so you may post, Stacey, I want that thing over there, and I might send you the thing way over there. You know, you get what you get. I already put a prize package together, but you do post what you would love to win on the YouTube short. That's a sneak peek, and that's one way to win. The second way is to post a comment on this video. Usually the comments are below me. On this video, and your comment can be anything like hey or hi or yay or whatever makes your heart happy as long as it's kind. The third way to win is to be part of the live chat. So I will pick somebody from the live chat when it gets closer to the end, and they will win a prize package of goodies from my desk as well, from what I've been using. And I thought about making you post something. I don't know. I even made a post-it note. Pick a winner. Because I get so into what I'm doing that I forget. So I've got to pick a winner in front of me. Hopefully I don't forget. So closer to the time when I get to show you the finished samples, just move the finished samples closer to me. When I get to show you all that the honorary SMS girls and SMS girls have made, that's when I'll pick a winner and I'll say, okay, countdown, get a post. You know, put a comment in the live chat, and then I'll throw my mouse up and I'll close my eyes and I pick a winner. That's about as sophisticated as it gets. But that's another way for you to win. So you have a chance on the sneak peek, and that sneak peek is the whole week. You have the whole week to post a comment. This video, you have until next Friday to post a comment. Absolutely. The live chat, you have to be here for the live chat to be a winner. So I have winners to announce from last week. And my first one is going to be from the sneak peek. I was trying to announce the sneak peek winners from the previous week in this week's sneak peek, but it's getting too hard for me. So this is our winner who is receiving assorted products from YouTube number 655, the new interactive dies from Simple and Basic, and the beautiful paper from Paper Favorites. Oh, you all just loved that paper. It was dreamy, wasn't it? So our first winner, and I don't know how to pronounce your last name. I'm gonna do the best I can. The first part is easy. Patricia, I've got that, no problem. It's the last name. Is it Lineberg or Lineberg? Is it Lineberg or Lineberg? Patricia Lineberg? Well, Patricia, you're our first winner chicken dinner for today. Congratulations to you, my friend. Are you all excited? Are you like jumping up? Are you like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh? I hope you are. I do. I hope our winners are not like, oh yeah, that's nice. You know, next. No, I want you to be excited. So our next winner who is receiving a $100 gift card. This person posted a comment on the YouTube, and the full class YouTube, and that's a $100 gift card already in her online account. Cindy Rhodes, congratulations, Cindy Rhodes. You're our winner chicken dinner. Are you jumping up and down? Are you going, holy smokes, artichokes? Have you already started to do the winner chicken dinner dance? I hope so, because I mean, it makes my heart happy to make your heart happy. So Patricia and Cindy, well done you. And then at the end of today's class, I'll have a third winner from the live chat. And remember, you can post in the sneak peek or the comment section for an entire week. We won't pick our next winners for next week's classes until Friday morning. We have software that randomly selects people, and you just never know when it's going to be your turn. What I can tell you is if you don't post, you're never going to hear me say your name. This I'm sure of. So Patricia, wahoo kachoo, and Cindy, wahoo kachoo. Let's do the winner chicken dinner dance for you. And don't have to do anything to claim your prize. We've got it all taken care of. We know where to send it, and it just makes my heart happy that your heart will be happy. All right, are you ready? You're a winner, chicken dinner. You're a winner, chicken dinner. Wahoo, kachoo for you. Congratulations to the both of you. I really do hope you enjoy your winnings. And again, there's an opportunity to be a winner today, Saturday morning, right here, just have to post a comment on the live chat, and it can be something as simple as hello. That's all. It doesn't have to be much. Now, this weekend is Mother's Day, so for those of you whom this applies, happy Mother's Day. But I also want to talk. I want to say happy Mother's Day to everybody who, in some way, shape, or form, has something to do with nurturing a child. Yes, I am a mom, absolutely. But then there's children that I have been involved with for most of their life that I'm not their mom. You may be a grandma, an auntie, a cousin. You may be a nana or a Gigi. You could be a godmother or just a really good friend to a mom who has a child. You could be a stepmother. You could be a foster mother. God bless your pea-picking hearts if you are a foster parent. I think yes, it's Mother's Day, but there's so many of us who interact with children and make a difference in their lives, and they should be recognized too, because it just one person can change a child's life, can give them hope and dreams and encouragement. It just takes one. So to me, it doesn't really matter if you're an auntie or a aunt, or if you are just a good friend of the family who is there for kids. Absolutely. So happy Mother's Day to the mothers out there. And then I hope the rest of you have an amazing day as well. Know that you are valued, and that the input you make on children's lives, it could be, teachers make such an input. Anyway, I could go on and on, but I won't. So just happy day, happy Mother's Day to everybody. What did I ask for Mother's Day? That was it. Shh, quietness. Shh. Just a quiet day. Just nothing, just zen. And the remote control. If I can have a quiet, not need anything day and the remote control, oh, I'm a winner, chicken dinner. That remote control is hard to come by in my house. All right, I'm gonna tilt on down. We are gonna get started for today. Here's my pick of winner. Don't forget to post on the live chat, and when we get closer to seeing the finished samples at the end, I'll remind you, did you post? Because then I'm gonna let my mouse just scroll up and find somebody. All right, you guys, I'm gonna tilt down and show you some of the products, or some live samples, some finished samples, and then walk you through the bundles that we have for you today. I've got Find It Trading, I've got Stabilo, I have got Paper Favorites, I've got Lisa Horton, I've got Simple and Basic, I've got Stacey Park Inks. It is a full class, and we are going to have the most amazing time. All right, you guys, I was cleaning my glasses. I was stalling. It's like, don't they do this, like stretch it out or wrap it up? I have nobody in front of me to do that to, or to show me stretch or wrap it up. Okay, down we go. It's good to see all of you. Hello, hello. Welcome to a Saturday with Stacey YouTube craft class. I am so glad you're here. This is my crafty time, and I just love spending it with y'all. Okay, so a couple finished samples just to give you an idea of where we go. So Paper Favorites, this is Find It Trading. This one was done by Claire, SMS girl Claire. Here we have Find It Trading. Here we have Paper Favorites. Here we have Katie Sue. This one was done by honorary SMS girl Catherine. And last but not least, this one was done by honorary SMS girl Gail. Again, we have Find It Trading, we have Paper Favorites, we have Katie Sue. Lots going on, and so easy and effective to do this. So I'm going to walk you through the bundles, because I think that you'll see the bundles and then we're gonna play. Bundle number 1. Oh, there's a story. Wait. Gotta go back. Okay, so there's a story on how this came to be. I ordered these samples from Find It Trading. Didn't know what I was getting. That happens a lot. Like, I can't sleep at night and I'll just go online and I'll go to the manufacturers we do business with and I'll sort through their website like crazy. You never know what you're gonna find. So I was on their website and I found this stuff and I'm like, oh, what is this? I've never seen this before. So I ordered samples of it. I had them, I paid for 4s of everything to come to me. I figure 4 is good because if I love it, then we can make samples with it and the girls have stuff to play with. And if I don't love it, I can put it in the retail store because we are a retail store and online. So it gets to me and I'm like, what is this and why didn't I know about it? It's beautiful and it's so affordable. Oh my gosh, I'm like, holy smokes. Rockin' Remco is my guy at Find It Trading. I'm like, Rockin' Remco, you've been holding out on me. You didn't tell me that you had this stuff. And he said, well, we can't manufacture it anymore, so we really don't promote it anymore. Okay, but what about what you have left? What do you have left? So we got on a Zoom. It was like watching Laurel and Hardy or the Two Stooges. I mean, it was comical. It was comical because what I have to show you, it's very hard to see. It's very hard to see until you do something with it. And he brought samples home and I had my samples and we're trying to hold it up to the camera on Zoom saying, can you see it? Can you see it now? It was hilarious. Figuring out what SKU was what and how many they had of each, but I had to have it. So when we finally worked through it all and he said, this is how much I have of it. I said, okay, ship it all. And he said, what? I said, ship it all. We want it all. And he said, well, if you take it all, maybe I can do a better price. I said, I'm gonna take it all. And he brought down the price. So we're gonna go through the bundles, but these first 2 bundles are a little hard to see until we start to play with them. But I promise, we're gonna play with them. That's what they call it. It's known as a Stacey move, where I just take all of it. I'll take it all. Just send it all. I want it all. I need it all. We have to have it all. So the first bundle, and everything is sold open stock. We just don't have a ton of anything because I took it all. It is Find It Trading Card Deco Essentials 4-pack embossed paper. I want it all. And this is the sand collection. So it retails for $19.96. Actually, it's more than that. He brought the price down. And we're doing it for $15.99. What is inside the bundle is 4 separate packs. See, I don't know if I can get it. 4 separate packs of pre-embossed paper. And the reason they call it sand is it's got that kind of a light tan background. Now there's 5 sheets in each pack. So you can get 20 cards out of each pack of 5 and it's pre-embossed. There are 4 different designs. And again, I'll pull it out. You'll be able to see it once I pull it out and play with it. But there are 4 different designs. Whether you love the open stock and you just want a pack or 2 of a design you love, or you want the I Want It All bundle, because each one of them is going to give you 5 sheets of this pre-embossed paper. It's beautiful. So this is bundle number 1. It's not $19.96, it's $15.99. 5, 10, 15, 20 sheets, 4 out of each. So there's 20, 40, 60, 80 card fronts you could make for $15.99. So that's our first bundle. Second bundle is a 7-pack. And again, we do have some of it open stock, not much. This is our Card Deco Essentials 7-pack embossed paper. I Want It All. cream. So there are, and it retails for $34.93, actually more than that, but we have it on sale for $27.99. So there are 7 packs of paper in here. 7. Each one of them has 5 sheets, and there are 5 different designs. Now, I'm not even going to try to hold this one up to the camera because you're just not going to be able to see it until I start working with it. But there are 7 different designs, 5 sheets each. So 5 sheets could give you 20 cards. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 140 card fronts for $27.99. And if you don't want to, you don't have to change these at all. These were not meant to be changed. We are going to change them, but that's not what they were meant to do. But why not? So this is bundle number 2. Bundle number 1 has that kind of sandy background color, and the embossing is in white. And then the bundle number 2 is the cream, and it's all cream, but it's all embossed. So we're gonna open each one of them, and I'm gonna show you each one of them. Then we have bundle 3, 4, 5, and 6. These are by Paper Favorites. So you loved Paper Favorites. You loved what we had for you last week, which were the A5 papers. This week I have got a bundle. I have the beautiful die cuts. I have the paper in the A6 size. There's 8 different designs, and you get 3 of each. Beautiful, isn't it? I mean, it really is absolutely gorgeous. This is hibiscus, and it's just absolutely lovely. So you've got 24 sheets here. You've got the die cuts to go with, and this one has 24 pieces in the die cut, and then also the 6x6. Now these are also sold open stock. You don't have to get the bundle, but it's beautiful. The paper really is simply gorgeous. This is all by Paper Favorites. Last week we did the A5 paper and made bases out of it, card bases out of it. So the 4 bundles I have for you are exactly the same. They retail for $18.97, and we're bringing them to you for $15.99. This is out of Denmark. So I import this direct, and that means shipping and tariffs. So we do the best we can. We do the best we can on pricing, understanding that there's shipping and tariffs that have to be accounted. And the Find It Trading is out of the Netherlands. So this is out of Denmark. Find It Trading is out of the Netherlands. This is bundle number 1, and it's hibiscus. Bundle number 3. Yes, because she named them 1, 2, 3. Yes. Bundle number 3 is hibiscus. Then we have bundle number 4, which is lily. Again, we've got the die cuts. We have got the A6 paper, and we've got the 6x6 paper. I mean, stunning, right? It is so gosh darn pretty. And the girls did such beautiful things with it. So we have the A6, the die cuts, and let's see, there is 26 pieces in this die cut set. Stop grabbing it. And then we have the 6x6. The paper just speaks for itself. It really does. They always do such a beautiful job. And we're always the first to have it. So sometimes, like this paper I ordered, I wanted to see samples of it. And sometimes they send me paper and say, here, have a look. What do you think? Let's put this back with this so I don't lose it, and that with there. So all 4 of the bundles are the same price because it's the same configuration. The difference is the flower. So this is bundle number 5, and here we have orchids. So the die cuts, and there's 28 pieces in this one, and then the 6x6. Now, I don't know where you find such beautiful paper for this kind of price. $15.99 to get the 6x6, the A6, and the die cuts, I think is a smoking hot price. They're stunning. I mean, if you're doing a layout, man, this is beautiful for your layouts. This is gorgeous. Make a mini album out of these. So we've got the 6x6, the A6, the die cuts, and the price is $15.99 for the orchids. The last but not least is peony. So I've got the beautiful die cuts, and there is, looks like 28 pieces in this one. I mean, yeah, right? It's like every time Paper Favorites knocks it out of the park. And Paper Favorites, Simple and Basic, and Hobby Gross are all out of the same manufacturer. So they're all kissing cousins to each other. Oh my gosh, is that beautiful? Each pack has 24 sheets. Each pack gives you 8 different designs, 3 of each. So open stock or the bundle. The bundle's where you're going to see the best value. That's where you're always going to see the biggest value. So let's put this one here, because we're going to be using them in a little bit. Let's move that up. The last thing I have for you, because we're going to get to these. These are going to come in just a little bit. These are Woodies. They're called Woodies by Stabilo. Stabilo is a fine art company out of Germany. These are an art crayon that we're going to talk about, and we're using these the entire month of May in the studio with Stacey classes. So 24 colors in all, but we're going to get to these in just a little bit. And the other thing I have for you is Lisa Horton. So we already launched the first 3 packs of paper. That was the vintage, the brights, and the pastels. Now I have the darks, which I wasn't sure I was gonna do so soon. I thought maybe we would wait until a little bit later on in the year because of the coloring, but I was wrong. I opened them up and they're beautiful. We have what they're calling winter. Oh my gosh, these colors are so beautiful and so perfect for the Paper Favorites. And then we have autumn. So yes, I suppose it's autumn, but the colors are so floral based. They're so yummy that I went ahead and brought them in early. So we have Lisa Horton. This is her A4 paper. It's 250 GSM. There are 8 colors, 48 sheets. Right? So 6 of each. So we're gonna be playing with that. All right, let's get started. Let's start with, I'm gonna pull one sheet. I'm gonna pull one sheet of each of the sand papers from, easier said than done. The sand papers from Find It Trading. So I'm gonna pull one sheet. And there's 4 different types. And you get 5 sheets in each pack. All right, so that gives me 1 of each. I'm going to cut them up. And cut it up. I'll leave that the size. I need to cut this one up. Now this paper is a little bit thinner than what we're going to be playing with a little bit later on. That gives me 2 of everything to start playing with. And it is kind of this sandy color with an embossing into it. An embossing already built right into it. So let's just go 1. All right, that gives me my 4. Now this paper is easy to use and you absolutely can use it just as is without question. I could come in and mat and layer and take one of my pretty papers. And make a beautiful, easy mat. Let's see. Maybe just a little bit further. I'm just making an easy mat. So 1, 2, 3, and here's my other one. So this is one of the Lisa Horton colors. This one is out of the, gosh, is it out of winter? There's autumn, dark. Yes, this one's out of winter. So it says winter, but the colors are stunning. It's absolutely beautiful. So I can just throw a quick card together and not do anything. To the paper, which is what I think. I do think that that is what Find It Trading had intended, that you would just use it as it is. Put a super thin mat around it just so it helps it pop off that. And literally, bing, bang, boom. 1, 2, 3, ABC. You're as good as gold. And all I did was use that embossed paper as is. So pre-embossed. So if you don't have a die cutting machine and you love the way embossing folders look, but you don't have a die cutting machine, well, you don't need one. Not for this. This will let you play in that embossed world without having a die cutting machine. I need to not worry about it. I need to not worry about it. Do you hear my telling myself, don't worry about it? It's going to be fine. All right, bing, bang, boom, one done. Best wishes sentiment. Happy birthday sentiment. Yep, that works. And done. So if you want to keep that embossed paper as embossed paper, and you just want to use it as a quick matting paper, each pack is going to let you make 20 card fronts or 20 mats for your, oh, I just did the wrong one. Well, now we're doing that one. 20 mats for your layouts. And it's just as easy as that. But that's not where we're going to keep it. That's not where I had intended for it to go. I thought we would take and play with inks. Now this paper is, the sandpaper is thinner than the cream or ivory paper I'm going to show you. This is, you know, it's maybe just a normal weight, maybe it's not 80 pound. It does have the embossing, absolutely. I wonder if I should cut myself one more of those just because. Oh, that was a horrible cut, Stacey. All right, so now I have two of them to play with because I want you to see the actual design. And the easiest way for you to see that is if we ink it. So what color makes our heart happy? Oh, how about some blue? So I am playing with my Jacquard inks. They are on sale. And let me tell you that mine have a hard felt pad on the top of them. Mine are not that squishy foam that goes on the top. There are several wonderful ink pads out there that are the squishy foam. When you're doing this and you're playing with ink that has that squishy foam pad, you need to be thoughtful as to how hard you are pushing down. With a felt pad, no matter how hard you push, that felt pad is never going to compress down. But with a foam pad, if you push, the foam pad is going to compress down and it's going to get more ink than you maybe had intended. So the hard pad, a hard felt pad, may work better, or if you're using the foam, just be mindful of not to press so you push that foam into your design. So let's just take this one. And a little bit of a press. And now the design really pops. Now you can completely see it. That looks completely different than this. But we don't have to be done here. We can, but we don't have to. We can also take and flip over our back, the back side, and let's do the same thing. So now you have to decide, do you like the front side or do you like the back side? There's your debossed side. This is a solid white back. Doesn't have any of that sandy color. Here's our front. But we don't have to leave it like this. What if I take this one again and let's go and add some color here and flip it over. So right now we've done apples to apples, right? I did the same thing twice. So now I've got front side and I've got back side. But what if I take and I decide to add more color to it, a different color? What if I come in maybe with my brown and I just layer a little bit of brown? Right over the top. could even come back and add a little bit more blue if I wanted, just to brighten that up. So now we've got, well, it's the same paper. It's apples to apples. But this looks completely different than this. And both of these look completely different than that. Same paper. But what if we turned over and we did the back side? A little bit of brown. Now, I didn't pull out my Big Shot machine and emboss this with an embossing folder. I'm just using the paper that I get 5 sheets of for an incredibly low price. Unbelievable. Okay, so we had these two, which are apples to apples. Actually, these 3, apples to apples to apples. Then this one is just plain white on the back. This one we went ahead and did a solid color. And here we mixed the color. These all 3 are the same, started as the same paper. All 3 of them. All 3 started as the same paper, and all I used was a dye-based ink. So this pack is, this is the Embossed Paper Sand Ornate Damask is what this is called. And it's in that bundle for, I don't know, what was it, $15.99 or something like that? $15.99. Let's look at the next one. So here, I've got here. And let's see, what color do I want to do this one in? Maybe a little bit of, I think that might be too pink. Is there such a thing? So now you can really see the design. Here it is, just out of the pack. Here it is with a little bit of my Dragon Fruit Delight. Right? You know what? I'm gonna need 3 of each. That way we have one that's the same, one that's different. Okay, so now let's do the back of this one in the Dragon Fruit Delight. So front to front, back to back. That's a dramatic difference from just plain old white. You don't even see the design to this. Yes, this is the back side. So let's do another one. Ooh, I got both of these dirty. Oh, because it got into my brown. Well, we're just gonna go for it. Too bad, so sad. So let's do this one. Front. Backside. So now we are apples to apples. Front side, back side. Now let's add some color to the front, and I think I'm just gonna pull that brown again. And I'm just gonna lightly dust that brown over the top. So, plain, one color, two colors, one color, two colors. Or what you get when you pull it right out of the back, out of the pack. We are taking something and making it more than what it started as. And we're using things that you probably have in your crafty stash. Die bastings. Whose die bastings do you own? If they have the foamy top, just be a little bit gentler with your pressure. But we can make magic happen. So that's the second one. Let's put that. Oh, where did I put my first one? Right here. Okay. Let's do the next one because there's 4 in this pack and I want you to see all 4 of them. So maybe this one we do in, oh, I don't know, how about a yellow? A lime? How about lime? Another piece of that one. Little piece of a foam, my foam tape there. So here we go. A little bit of zesty lime versus plain. Now let's do the back. I picked up a little bit of pink from my table. So, how it comes out of the package, what you can make it look like. It's just dramatic. It is so dramatic, the difference. All right, let's do this one so we can do apples to apples. So my front. The back. This is beautiful. Gosh, I went darker on that one. It's beautiful. So now they're the same, and let's add an additional color. Now you could add more than one color. You could add multiple colors. Should we try maybe a blue? Suppose if I don't like it, I can just do it again. Oh my gosh. So that is blueberry pie. They're beautiful, right? It's beautiful. And it's so easy. Let's do the back side. So front side, back side. And the way it comes out of the bag. Out of the bag, one color ink, two colors of ink. Out of the bag, one color of ink, two colors of ink. And we move on. The last one I have, let's cut that last one into the last one I have. I think I'm gonna do with wasabi. Wasabi's a color. I don't eat wasabi at all, ever. Yuck. Ooh, and so I like spicy food, but I don't like horseradish spicy. I like salsa spicy, but not horseradish spicy. They're different types of spicy. They're different kinds of hot. So let's see. Let's do wasabi. Here's my front. Here it is if I did nothing to it. Let's do my back. Isn't that gorgeous? However, out of the package, that's what it looks like. All right, let's do another one real quick. So we have apples to apples, and this time I'm gonna one. And then this one I'm going to come in with my baked brownie. So I have here versus here versus there. And let's flip it over. I think that's enough. Can you imagine all the different combinations you can do? When it started like this is boo-hoo. They're like, use this side, but what about this side? Look at how beautiful that side can be. Or we flip it over. It does not have to stay like this. You are not limited. You can change it to whatever color you need at the time you need it. You don't have to do a full sheet of anything. Cut what you need, color it to the color you need, and bam! So the bundle, the first bundle was the sand colors. And there are 4. So this one, I want to make sure I've got them right. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this one is Elegant Scroll. And it comes in the bundle. And it's called Elegant Scroll. This one is called Floral Whispers, and it's in the bundle. They don't even look like the same paper. Floral Whispers. And this one is called Leafy Lace. And it's part of the sand coloring. Leafy Lace. And then the last one I have is the Ornate Damask. Beautiful. So, all 4 in the I Want It All bundle. We're very limited as to open stock. There's 5 sheets in each. You can make 20 cards per set. That means you're gonna make 80 cards here, or 80 card fronts, or 80 mats for $15.99. And it is from Find It Trading. Now I'm gonna put these off to the side. That one sure is pretty. That one is like calling my name. That one's so pretty. Okay, I'll come back because we have to move on. The next set of, put these right here so I don't forget them. The next set of paper is different than what I just used. The next set is heavier. It's a heavier cardstock. There are 7 different embossing elements to them. There's 5 in each pack. So you could make 20 card fronts from each pack or 20 mats for your layouts, which means for $27.99, you could make 140. That's a lot in there, but you can't see it because it doesn't have that background sand color at all. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna pull 1 out of each. Okay, so there's 1. I'm thinking about whether I should write their names down on them or just go for it. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6 and 7. All right, so I've got the 7 different patterns that are available in the cream. So there's Floral Whispers, which we also saw in the sand. There's Vine Flourish. There's Elegant Scroll. There's Leafy Lace. There's Blossom Garden. There's Birdsong Swirl and Ornate Damask. So some of these are also the same designs that we saw in the sandpaper. Now this is much heavier. It's much thicker paper. So let's cut some of these. Now I know that I'm going to need all 4, well, 3 out of the 4, so I can show a plain one. And then 1, 2, oh, that's going to be too thick for me to cut 4. It is nice, heavy, embossed cardstock. The sand is more like a paper. This is definitely more like a cardstock. Okay. And then my last one. So let's just divvy these out. This is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Anybody want to play cards? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then we've got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Told you nothing's pre-prepped. 1, 2, 3, and then my last one, which is the damask. So I'm not 100% sure the weight. I would say probably 250 GSM would be my guess. It's pretty darn heavy. All right, and we can take it and we can do like we did before. Absolutely. We can go in there and we can ink the top. We can ink the back. We can use more than one color. So we can do just like we did before, whether we use one color, we use the two. I love that very much. I think that looks beautiful. I think that looks great. But this is where things change because we're going to bring in the Woodies. Okay, so Woodies, what are they? These are by a company called Stabilo. It's a German fine art company. Royal Talons and Stabilo have decided to work together here in the United States, and Royal Talons North America is distributing Stabilo. So while Stabilo is not a Royal Talons product, Royal Talons has brought it here to the US to distribute. These are called Woodies. They are a hybrid type of pencil, and they're called an art crayon because in Europe, crayon is the word for pencil. So these are not like Crayola crayons. They're a hybrid. They are fine art. They have light fast ratings. They are super pigmented, and they are very much like a Pantone marker or ink. When you put them down and they dry, they stay where they are. So they're not a typical watercolor pencil, because a watercolor pencil you can reactivate with water. But they're not a colored pencil, because colored pencils don't activate with water at all. You have to use a Gamsol or a mineral spirit. These are a hybrid between the two. They are a highly pigmented, water-soluble, waterproof fine art crayon or fine art pencil. So you can't think of them as just a colored pencil, because they're more than that. And you wouldn't use Gamsol and you wouldn't use a mineral spirit. But you can't consider them just a watercolor pencil, because once you get them down, they stay put. They don't lift off, very much like a Pantone ink. Pantone inks are a water-based pigment, waterproof ink, and these are very much the same. Now, unlike Pantone, which has 108 colors, these only have 24, and you're seeing them all. These are the pastels, and the pastels, all of them are sold open stock. You can get any color open stock. The pastels are sold as a pastel set, and it comes with a pencil sharpener. These are going to last you forever. The core is 10 millimeters. It's an extra, extra, extra wide core. That means that a regular colored pencil or watercolor pencil, there's like 2 to 3 times the size in this one crayon than what you would see in a typical watercolor pencil or colored pencil. The pastels come open stock or as a set, and it comes with the sharpener, because you're going to need it. It's an odd size. And then the other 18 colors come in the artsy set, and it also comes with a sharpener. There's even 2 metallics that are true metallics, and we will be playing with these. This is what we're using for the entire month of May for In the Studio with Stacey. And In the Studio with Stacey, that's a Wednesday class where we take fine art product that I've never seen or heard of. I had never heard of Stabilo before. I'm like, who? And holy smokes, I take classes, I learn about it, and then I get to come to you on Wednesdays and we get to explore it together. They are beautiful. Again, each one of them has a light fast rating. What that means is that if you are making a project and you want to hang it in your kitchen window and you want to know how long it's going to take for the colors to fade, well, a dye-based ink is 0 light fast. There's no light fastness in any dye-based ink, and it doesn't matter whose dye-based ink you buy. There's no light fastness in them. These are not a fine art product. This is, well, mine's as close to fine art as you can get, but they're paper crafting. It doesn't matter if you're looking at Tim Holtz or Stampin' Up or whoever's ink you've got, there is no light fastness to this. If you do something with these inks and you sit them in a well-lit, area by sun or lights, over time the colors will fade, absolutely. Fine art, you start talking about pigment loads and light fastness. And some of these have an exceptional light fast, which means that you could put them in your kitchen window for 100+ years and they'd never fade. The lowest light fastness on any of the pencils is about 10 years. That's still a lot for us paper crafters. So we have them sold as the kit. We have them sold as the set here. The set here, there's an I Want It All where you get all 24 colors and 2 pencil sharpeners, or open stock. Woodies are kind of like a marabou, but not like a marabou. Marabou art crayons are very creamy. These aren't quite as creamy. And somebody asked, do the tips break? No, because they're not as rigid as a standard pencil, a watercolor pencil or a colored pencil. These they are more creamy than that, but they're not as creamy as the marabou, which means that they go down beautifully, and when you smooth them out, you're still going to see a lovely effect. However, the pigment load is heavier in these than a marabou. What does that mean? The more pigment load you have in your product, the less product you need to use to get the desired color. Have you ever bought inexpensive watercolor pencils? And they look beautiful. They're super vibrant. They look just like beautifully vibrant. And yet you go to color with them and you get them wet and all the color just washes out. Even though this is what it looks like. That's because it has a very low pigment load. These are exceptionally high, which makes them a fine art product. Stabilo is known, they've been around since 1855. 1855, and they are known for their fine art products. So we are gonna play with the Woodies and our paper because it behaves differently. So let's grab here. So I've got the same. I'm still working with my damask, still playing with my damask. Only now I can come in and, let's see. What color do I want to play with? Well, let's do a yellow. I can take my Stabilo and I can color right over the top. Not very exciting until you get a baby wipe or a damp paintbrush or a damp paper towel. And we go right over the color. And that color just softens out. It no longer looks like crayon. But you're like, but I can't see the design yet, Stacey. But you will. You will. We take our ink. And right over the top. So now we've changed our ivory paper into a yellow base and red right over the top. Can we do the back side? Yeah. Boy, I've got fingerprints all over this. So my yellow. Right over the top. It just depends on how you want to color. If you don't want to keep this color, you do not have to. You do not. Let's take a green. And, oh, let's do a different one. So let's pull the next one. That's the flowers. Let's do one we haven't done. I think we've done that one. Let's do a design we haven't done. We haven't done this one. We haven't done that one. Ooh, we haven't done this one. We haven't done this one. I think we've done that. I know we haven't done these, and I know we haven't done this one. Let's do this one, and let's take the green. My green Stabilo. So you can already see the design coming up. Now I'm gonna lose the design. Once I put my baby wipe to it, I'm gonna lose the design. I've got this beautiful green. A little bit of red mixed in. Beautiful green, a little light on the bottom. I can come back and I have a choice. I can either go right over the bottom of it, or I can go to my baby wipe. I can add my color that way. And then I can come in with my ink pad, give it just a second. And my design is back. Do the back side. I'm going to give this one a little sharpen. There we go. So these colors, because of that core being as thick as it is, are going to last you a long time. Just wipe it and it just melts into this beautiful color. Give it a second to dry. And then let's see what happens when we go over the back side. How beautiful is that? And we could add another color. Of course we can. We want to add a little brown. started like this. Let's do the back side. Just give a little distressed look to it. That's the back side. The front side. I wanted to change the color of the paper. I could have just gone over it with my and it's certainly beautiful in its own right, keeping the paper ivory. But I wanted to get rid of that ivory. And I was able to do that with the Stabilo without having any issue. And because it sets, because it doesn't move once it's down, I can come in and go over it with anything I want without making the colors blend. I'm not looking for the colors to blend. I'm looking for the colors to layer. If I were using all water soluble product that didn't set when it stopped, when we stopped and let it dry, you would eventually blend into different colors. And I don't want blends. I want layers. And that's what Stabilo does. It gives you layers by putting it down first and then taking any dye-based ink over the top. Any dye-based ink over the top. Gosh, those are pretty. But it started like this. We can do better than this. We have ideas. We have thoughts. Let's take another one. And this one's very pretty. Let's do a pastel. So let's do maybe, boy, my poor inky fingers. Let's do maybe a pastel blue. Now, if you wanted to, you could leave it just like this and not add any water to it at all. You don't need Gamsol, you don't need mineral spirits. I could do just this. Pastels. So when I do my pastel, it's going to go very light. And it's got brown on it. It's from my fingers. That's because my ink is water reactive. And every time I touch a wet wipey on my fingers, it reactivates the water or the ink. Okay, soft blue, super soft blue, like a whisper of a blue. whisper of a blue. Give it a second to dry a little. Whisper of a blue. Let's do the back side. Because that core is so big, you can just go over it super fast. Doesn't matter what direction you go in, once you add that water, it's gonna smooth it out. I did not know a thing about Stabilo. I love them. The more and more I learn about fine art products and how to utilize them in the things that I do and the things that I make, I find that they give me a better result. They're easier to use. There's more I can do with them. Super faint light blue. Light blue. Make sure it's kind of dry. My brown fingers out of it, and look at what we've got. Or here with my brown fingers in it. Every time I touch it, I get more brown on me. Well, let's add a little brown, or should we add maybe a little darker blue to it? Oh, little darker blue brings it out even more, but it's not an ivory background anymore. Now I've changed it. So pretty and so easy to do. Started like that. Didn't have to stay that way. So there's two with Stabilo. Let's do another one we haven't done yet. So there should be one more over here that we have not used. I love that one. That's my favorite. Oh, this one. We haven't done this one. You haven't seen this pattern yet. All right, so let's use some of my orange. Ooh, or purple. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, which color? Which color? Decisions. Oh, look at this one. I love this one. Let's try this one. Can you imagine all the fun newbie crafters would have, or kids would have with this? They would feel so accomplished, and there's no mess. Oh my gosh, perfect for the senior center and for church groups. It's not messy. There's no liquid anywhere. They're not having to paint. Wow, look at that color. So you can't see the design. I think I'm going to flip it over and do the back while I'm here. And it just melts. It melts like it's a watercolor pencil. But when it dries like a colored pencil. It is a true hybrid. So here you can't see the design. It's like it's disappeared. Where did it go? Let's see if we turn it back over and we bring kind of a plummy color out. And I go right over the top. I don't know if there's enough contrast there. I think it's too plummy. I don't think there's enough contrast there. Well, that's contrast. I don't know that I like it, but it's contrast. I don't know that I don't like it. I kind of like it with the blue over the top of it. Okay, that works for me. Now we're really blending colors. We're really mixing them up. And yet it started like this. And I could do it with just my inks, but I really love how the Stabilo adds to it. Ooh, what if I went in? Ooh, okay, let's play. What if I went in? Right, that's kind of dreamy. Gosh, and this one just gets better as it dries. Let's give it a minute. Here's my brown. Oh, that's good. Okay, like that. Let's do the back side. All I'm doing is coloring the paper. Give it a second to dry. Oh my gosh, look at how beautiful is that. These are beautiful and so easy to do. What if I wanted to blend? Okay, so wait a minute, that's this one, right? Nope, that's not that one. It's not that one. It's that one. Have we done this one yet? I don't know, I got a bunch of them cut up now, and now I've lost myself as to where I am. Which ones I've done and which ones I haven't. See? Inky finger. No. Well, I could. I mean, if you want to do it via a baby wipe, you can. I think it's easier just to take it straight and go. Look at how they melt away. I think this is going to be too orange. Should I layer more pink? All right, no guts, no glory. We're just gonna go for it. This might be too orange. Now I've got my pink flowers and my orange background. Bright and happy. A little bit of brown to vintage it up. The brown and pink's pretty. So just a million different ways of doing these. All up to you. Come on. There we go. I'll put 2 colors of Stabilo down because we're a wild and crazy type of people. So now I've got 2 colors of Stabilo. What will happen? I don't know. Look at that beautiful blend it makes. My goodness. A beautiful blend. It's as easy as a baby wipe. And if you want to come back and layer in more color, you just add it to your baby wipe. Then you can be very specific about where you put your color. See, I'm picking up brown, lots of brown. What do you think? Oh, we gotta make some cards. I could do this all day. I could just sit here with these and do nothing but this. I control what I create by the colors I choose. I could leave that embossed paper just the way it is. Or I can make it something way more. Than we maybe ever gave it credit for. Let's see. Do I have a piece of it? Did I use it all? I might have used it all. But I sure do love it. But it started out, oh wait a minute, oh maybe over here. It started out very much like that. And we amplified it in a big way, in a huge way. Do I want to do any more? Or do I want to start putting things together and see what we can do? Boy, my hands are inky. How about gosh, I have no idea if these colors are, maybe I should put some together. Gorgeous colors, aren't they? I just blended the two. I got a little bit of purple at the bottom. I'm okay with that. Maybe we go pink over the top. It's going to be bright. Oh! See, I could stay here and I could play with these forever. And the blue. Take a little of the green. A bit of that darker blue. Maybe I take a little bit of the darker purple. And just add to it until your heart is happy. This paper is wonderful. And I didn't even do the backs. All right, let's see if I can put anything together. And if not, I'll just make some more because I still have more cut up. This one and this one and this one and that one. And that one. All right, let's see what we can make. I've got enough backgrounds here for sure. So let's pull over. Let's pull over bundle number, I think this is bundle number 3, and it's the hibiscus. Oh, I already did a hibiscus, didn't I? I did this one and the hibiscus. Okay. Let's wait. Let's see what we've got, because I did a hibiscus. Let's do bundle number 5, which was the lilies. Although that looks good. Let's see what we've got in the lilies. Oh, that looks good there. Wow, that looks great there. That one looks good. That one looks good there. Oh, that one really. That one looks good there too. Oh, that's the first one I picked. Okay, so I'm gonna go with that one. And we'll decide what color background. I don't know if I like the green or if I like the pink. That's the hibiscus. And then, so I'm gonna put those to the side because I might use those. And then I have, oh, I've got these over here to play with too. Okay, so then I've got bundle number, is this bundle number 5? Bundle number 6. Bundle number 5 is the orchids. Oh, that's pretty on that one. All right, let's see about that. And then bundle number 6 is the peonies. Decisions, decisions. Oh, it's the same one. Well, I guess that tells me which one I like. It's the same one. I really want to do that one though. So this one looks pretty good. But I love this little can. That's the peonies. So what if I, oh, that's beautiful too. Stacey. Oh, that one's so pretty. No, that one looks really good there. No, I can't make them all. I can't. I cannot make them all. I want to. I will. Off camera. I want to make them all. But I really like this can. What if I happen to just take, I said I had more. If I took this one. And then what if I took, I didn't bring my black ink, but if I took a black ink or a blue ink, no. Okay, how striking is that? We just took an ivory piece of paper. An ivory piece of paper. and made it so much more than it was. Look at that. And then I can put this one on there. See, that makes me feel better. So I'm just going to trim this one down a little bit. And then I've got that Lisa Horton paper. So let's see what we've got. I think there's a pretty pink in here. So this is the darks. Look at the colors. Can you even? I mean, the colors are this one. This one just makes my heart stop. I'm gonna grab that pink though. They're beautiful. Look at that color. So this is Lisa Horton, and this is the darks. This is the autumns. And I understand why they named them this way. I just think that by putting a name on them that has to do with a season, makes people not necessarily think to look at them. Like this has the most beautiful greens. Oh, the greens are gorgeous. Oh, and that has a really good pink too. That's autumn. And then the winter. Look at that red. Oh, dreamy. And then that green, and then the blues. But I'm going with pink. So I have two pinks to choose from. This one or this one. How about we put a lid? That one. That one. Ooh, they're close. I'm going with this one. So let's mat this, and I just want a very thin mat around it. Stacey tape. You would do a much better job than taping down than I am. I'm just putting a strip down there just so I can get it onto my paper. I just want a super thin mat. Oh, that color is perfect for it. Yeah, I was talking with SMS girl Elena about what cardstock to use, because you always want to know what cardstock I'm using, and usually it's just scraps. And she said, well, what about the other Lisa Horton colors? I said, yeah, but it says winter and autumn. And then I said, we should just look at them, right? And so we opened them up, and it's like, oh, these are so pretty. Okay, let's line that up. And in 2 shakes of a stick, we made that background piece. This took no time at all. I'm not going to get to the die cut. I'll show you the die because the girls used it. It's a simple and basic die. It is an A7 die. So when we talk A7, I am talking European A7, not US A7. There's a difference in the size. First off, we really don't, some people will refer to a 5x7 in the US as an A7. If I'm talking about a 5x7 in the US, I say 5x7. When I talk about A7, it's like me talking about an A5 or an A6 or an A4 piece of paper, because an A7 is just half of an A6. An A6 is half of an A5, and an A5 is half of an A4. They're all European sizes. So super pretty. And totally affordable. I mean, the paper kits, the paper favorites, they're $15.99, and that gets you the die cuts, it gets you the A6, it gets you the 6x6. The paper here from Find It, again, super affordable. So many options for you. And you don't have to color any of the paper until you are ready to use it. Or you don't color it at all and just use it as an embossed piece of paper. I love this. I just love this whole image. And birthday wishes. Do I have it in? Oh, best wishes. I think I want birthday wishes in the silver. These are from Katie Sue. You get them in silver and gold in the same pack. But because this has got kind of a, it's got the silver, or just for you. Oh, I don't know. Now that I'm looking at it, maybe the gold is better. Now that oh yeah, maybe the gold is better. Just pop it up. And we're good to go. So I've got about 10 cards here I want to make. But I won't. Right there. Bam. Love that. That's to go with our card here. Love them both. Then I've got this one I can do. And that one I can do. And this one would look so pretty on that green. And that one would look so beautiful on that red. straighten out the cut. That looks better. And now I want this piece. So I'm going to chop off some of the rest of it. Maybe a little bit more. This is my nifty difty matting hack. Yeah, I'm good there. Now, what do we want underneath it? Something simple and... Ooh, that's pretty. Hello. Should I take it down just a little bit more? Could have used the die just to die cut out the piece I wanted, because that's about an A7. And then let's mat it on here. Oh yeah. Okay, Lisa, we need to rename your paper. Let's name it something else besides winter and autumn, because this is a beautiful summer yellow. Oh, it's a beautiful yellow. And I love that piece right there. And it blends, goes perfectly. Perfect. We're getting there. Okay, this is the only one I'm this is it. I'm not gonna make it. I've got 10 more over here that I picked paper for. I love how amazing the Find It Trading embossed paper is, and I love the price of it, and I love what I can do with it. And I love the Woodies from Stabilo. They just color my paper so easy. And then it doesn't move. So when I add ink on top of it, it doesn't blend it to make an orange. My red and my yellow did not blend to make an orange. My red stayed red and my yellow stayed yellow. And that's because of the Stabilo Woody. Who knew? Sometimes you don't want your colors to blend. You want them to stay true to what they were. And I like having the opportunity of making my own colors, my own paper, to what I need at the time I need it. So we did buy all that Rock and Remco has from Find It Trading. right. What do you think? Let's find a sentiment. Best wishes. Right there. Oh, I have tons of it over here. Every time I cut it in half, I put the other half there. Best wishes. I can totally see this one on here, can't you? Isn't that beautiful? All right. So, well, you know, I should show you one last thing, just in case. Can you use Woodies on regular paper? Yes. So what if I take this is just my Stacey Park paper, my yellow, to my green, oh, to my teal, to my purple. Baby wipe. And then once you have it down, it's not going to move. Can you add more color? You can. You just use your baby wipe. You just layer in your color. So can you put it on regular paper? Absolutely. I got my fingerprint in it. But without doubt, you don't have to use watercolor paper if you don't want to. You have options aplenty. Probably should have used that pastel yellow as opposed to. I don't know what we're gonna get. Pretty? layer in a little bit more color, and we're on just plain paper. And once it's dry, it's dry. Then you can stamp, you can stencil, you can paint, you can do whatever makes your heart happy. So I did want to show you that. Okay, we started eons ago. And we were playing with, we started with the sand paper. And we played with that and made some lovelies with the sandpaper. That gives you that kind of already vintagey look to it because it's got a slight tan. But we used the backside, and the backside is just plain white. Most people wouldn't think to turn it over. Turn it over. Oh, what you can do with it. And that comes in 4 different patterns. And the I Want It All bundle has all 4 of them. There's 5 sheets in each. Retails for $19.96. We've got it for $15.99. Then we moved on to the heavier embossed paper, where it's all ivory all the time. All ivory. I think 250 GSM. There's 7 different styles. Each has 5 sheets in them, so you can get 20 card fronts out of each pack. 7 times 20 is 140, so $34.93 down to $27.99. And then we played with, now here's the die I didn't use. It is a simple and basic A7 die. It's a nesting die. It has all different sorts of decorative edges per different size. So it's a really useful die, and the girls use this a lot in the make, so you'll see that. But then we also have all of the paper favorites for $15.99 to get the 6x6, the A6, and the die cuts. I mean, isn't that just, they're beautiful. This is the Peony, bundle number 7. This is bundle number 5. It's the Orchid. Bundle number 3 is the Hibiscus. And bundle number 4 is the Lily. There's 8 different designs in each pack, and you get 3 of each design. So, from paper favorites. Now, when we are sold out of the die cuts, we are sold out. That's it. What we have in the way of the die cuts, we can get more paper, but we cannot get more die cuts. And then the Lisa Horton we did in the 3 new packs. I don't think we did an I Want It All bundle. I don't think so. Could be, but we do have it on sale for you. The darks, the winter, and the autumn. Pay no attention to the name. The paper is beautiful, and the colors are so floralicious yummy. Is that a word, floralicious? And then the Stabilo. So my new friends. The girls had a great time playing with them. I learned so much about them, and because of the way they are manufactured and the quality of the load of pigment in each one, they are going to last you a long time. And if you come in and you be part of our Wednesday class at 5 p.m. sunny California time, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, all of May I'm playing with the Stabilos. There are even 2 metallics that are really metallic. So it comes in the 18 set or the 18 open stock. It comes in the pastel 6 set, which is gonna come just in a cute little bag for you, and we're throwing in the pencil sharpener, or you can get the I Want It All bundle. There is only 24 colors of Stabilo Woodies, and they're wonderful. Who knew? They're out of Germany. I had never heard of the company before, but wow. Okay, let's look at some samples that the girls did. I have got this everywhere. Poor Elena. So there's your background. Fussy cut out the hibiscus. This is Catherine. Look at this. Look at how sweet and simple is this. Just a little ink over the ivory, some brown paper, bam. Easy card. This is Dortina. Really great card, Dortina. Easy peasy. This is a sentiment from Katie Sue. Just a little bit of ink over the pre-embossed paper. Bam. This is Gail. Oh, so pretty, Gail. Look at how beautiful is that. There's your inked paper, your embossed paper. Lovely. Really lovely. Your die cut, your peonies. Oh, this one's beautiful too. Katie, I love the background that you did. Who would have ever thought that that started as like ivory paper? You've got your lilies in there. And Sent with Love. I bet this is, yep, Dortina. Look at, she did the blues and the pinks together. Dortina's like, I don't think I'm gonna like this. She didn't say that. I shouldn't say that. She sat down and she put the Stabilo on the paper and she was very unimpressed with it. And then, I don't know, Catherine or Gail or somebody said, you have to ink it, you have to ink it. So then she inked it and then all of a sudden she's like, oh, look at that. Is that beautiful? That's Dortina. She was very unimpressed until she inked it. This is stunning. And this is, I think, Katie. Katie, it's beautiful. That's Lisa Horton's paper. And one of the die cuts, the orchid. Oh, it's stunning. And then birthday wishes. So just a little bit on. No, she used the Stabilo to make it, because we didn't have yellow paper. She used the Stabilo to make it yellow, and then a little bit of orange over the top. And then you've got your lilies going on. Claire, yes, I see what you did there. I thought it was, it's not yellow paper. It started as white, as ivory. Oh, sending you love and hugs. This is beautiful too. Look at those colors, Claire. This is lovely. Again, that embossed paper. Now it's not like a 3D embossing, but it sure, I mean, you feel it, but it holds that ink like magic. And here we have happy birthday, and this is, oh, Belinda! SMS girl Belinda. Belinda used to work here several years ago, and then she had to leave us because she had life happen and she had to take care of her parents. And she's been able to come back and hang with us for a little bit. And the minute she walks through the door, she's now honorary SMS girl Belinda. Hello, girlfriend. She is back. Belinda is back. I hope. Maybe a couple Wednesdays. Belinda, we're here. We're here. And then we have got Dortina. And then we have got, this is so pretty too, Stacey and Claire. I must have done something. I probably did the background and Claire made the card. Stacey and Claire. We did good, girl. And this is beautiful. Look at this background in that blue. That blue is stunning. And this is Catherine. Okay, almost done. One more pile. One more pile. Don't leave me yet. One more pile, and then the very last one is, the last ones are from Katie that I need to show you. Right? So here's your paper favorites, your embossed paper, your sentiment. And this is Gail. It's beautiful, Gail. Thanks a bunch. So they die cut this using the Simple and Basic to make their very own decoupage. And then the background, this is Catherine. And then Best Wishes, this was Claire, right? Because I showed this in the beginning. Love this paper. Love it with the flowers. And then we have Made by Belinda, and she's got a little doggy. Belinda's more about cats than dogs, so I was kind of surprised there's a dog on there, but with the butterfly wings, definitely Belinda. Love her color choices. Big and bold. Ooh, and I love the color choice here, half and half. Well, that was pretty wise. Catherine. She did half in yellow and half in the green. I like it. So beautiful. And not sure who did this one, no name, but I like it. I bet it was it Catherine? Could it be Catherine? I'm not sure, but no name, but I'm gonna guess. But I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. And then this one says Open Me, okay. So here they took and just cut the paper in strips, and they just used the Stabilo right over it and didn't add any water to it at all. Straight over the top. Who did this one? Gail. And then I'm gonna open it. So Gail just used strips, used the Stabilo Woody right over the top of it, just as I was doing, but she didn't come back and add any water at all. Oh, and this one's gotta open. This is Open Me. Okay, Catherine, I'll open you. Oh, look at that. Is that beautiful? There's that sand embossed paper with nothing on it. She put a peelable in from Katie Sue. Wow, isn't that lovely? That's Catherine. And here we have Birthday Wishes. Again with the paper. And look at, they did blues and pinks. Oh, and the sentiment in there. Those aren't gray hairs you see. They're strands of birthday glitter growing out of your head. Growing out of your head. Happy birthday. Those aren't gray hairs. They're strands of birthday glitter. This is Dortina. Super cute, Dortina. I like the stamp. And then another one from Belinda here. Here's the kitty cat. And Belinda's all about the grunge. Look at Sent with Love. So happy that Belinda she was able to come in. Same time, same place next week, Belinda. And here, this is just the Woodies blended onto paper. It's Claire. And then we have Made by Belinda. Belinda, you knocked it out of the park, girlfriend. You did 4 cards. Holy smokes, artichokes. Thank you. So appreciated, my friend. It is so good to see you. So happy she comes in. Makes my heart so happy. And then we have Gail. Ooh, Gail. Oh, Gail. Oh, that's so pretty. These are beautiful. The girls absolutely rocked it. And then the last one I have for you. So I have this one. This is from Katie. And Katie cut an aperture and then stamped behind. And then this one is from Katie. And Katie cut an aperture and then stamped behind. And so she was left with this piece and that piece, which then became this. This center here is the piece out of here. And this oval here is the piece out of there. And she made an additional card. So she made all 3. So this center came from this cut, this one came from this cut, and then she must have cut, there must be another one that has an opening. Well done, Katie, and all of the embossed background. Beautiful. All right, you guys, that's it for today. Pick a winner. Okay. All right, you've got, this is it, final call. Pick a winner. See, it's a good thing I left that note there. Pick a winner. Post your comments. Now, go. Literally, pick a winner. Oh my gosh. All right. So I'm scrolling up. I'm picking a winner right now. Right now. Okay, I'm posting a winner right now. Whoever it is, congratulations. You have won a gift card, or no, you've won a prize package of what's on my table from Scrapbooking Made Simple. Email us at asksms@scrapbookingmadesimple.com. You can find that email address on our website as well. Tell us you are our live chat winner from YouTube number 656. We need your name, your address, your telephone number, and if you have an order with us at any time in the past, if you can give us that order number as well, just so it's easier to find you. I'm gonna have to pick a winner. Maybe I should do, I don't know. I gotta pick somebody's gonna have to do big signs, pick a winner. But I did. I picked my winner. Congratulations to whomever it is. Don't forget to email us. We can't send you your prize if you don't email us. AskSMS@scrapbookingmadesimple.com. I'm the winner from YouTube number 656 live chat, name, address, telephone number, and an order number if you happen to have one. All right, you guys, it's me, Stacey. I will see you next on Monday for our next Make It Monday event. That's at 5 p.m. sunny California time, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. And I think you're really going to like it. It's a really great value. Holy smokes, artichokes. It really is. And until then, happy Mother's Day to everybody. Whether you're a mother to a fur baby, or you're a godmother, or a great aunt, or a grandma, if you've mothered anybody in your life. Until next time, find all of these goodies here at Scrapbooking Made Simple. Woodies you might be able to find at art stores, but the paper favorites and definitely the paper from Find It Trading, the embossed paper, you're gonna have to get it here. It's not gonna be available at most places. Sorry. All right, you guys, I will see you next week. Until then, bye. Pick a winner. Oh, good grief. Bye, everybody.